What's up guys, Boris here, and now I'm going to be bringing you guys this guide on how to possibly beat Blackbeard, both 30 and 40 stamina. Like I said, he's coming out in a week, and a lot of people are unprepared. They don't really know how to beat him really and what he does. And let me just start by saying, like I said before, he's going to be very tough. He's going to be really, really tough to beat. And I've got here a couple teams that I think can do it. And before I start, I guess I just want to go over exactly how Blackbeard works. Now, the boss himself, doesn't deal that much damage. He deals under 10k for all of his attacks, even below 20%. But the trick is that below 50%, once you get him below 50%, he will silence your captain. Now, when you have a ×2 HP captain like we have here with Garp or with Jozu, when they get silenced, or you see the gloom sign, they're gonna lose their buff. So all of a sudden, if you have, like, let's say 20,000 health or whatever because of Jozu, then it's gonna negate that buff and you're gonna go down to 10,000. So you're gonna lose almost half your. You're gonna lose half your HP automatically there. Now, of course, if you've taken damage, you're not gonna lose half of your current HP. You're gonna go down to half of your total HP. So it can become a real pain, because if you have a lot of HP, let's say you have double Garp, and then you get silenced, and then you're gonna lose half your HP. And then below 20%, he'll actually silence both of your captains, so you're gonna lose essentially 3/4 of your HP. So it's pretty hard. You have to really plan out what you're going to be doing, when you're gonna burst down, because he does deal a lot of damage. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is, because your captains do get gloomed or silenced, then they're not going to be able to deal damage. Your team will not deal anywhere near as much damage as you normally would. So again, that's another reason why you have to plan out. The way it works is he attacks every 2 turns. Before, above 50%, it's fine. You get 2 turns of attack every time. And then below 50%, the first turn he'll silence your captain for 1 turn, and then you get to a turn of attacks. And then below 20%, he'll silence both of your captains, and then you get a turn of attack. So it's really, really tough. But here I got a couple teams that I can do it. Now, this is a team that I recommend if you're just trying to get one Blackbeard. You just want to get one Blackbeard and you're comfortable just farming 30 stamina. This is the team that I've been talking about for a long time, the Garp Burst team. And essentially what you do is you use Bond Clay. You use Bond Clay with Garp. And when you use Bond Clay with Garp, then you pretty much get all yellow orbs, because Garp will give you meat and Psi orbs, and Bond Clay will change those to Psi. Then you have Kobe to boost your orbs, and you have Usopp to boost your Psi units. All of a sudden you can do massive damage in 1 turn. And you have Mark there to heal back to full, considering you have a ton of HP. It's nice, but again, once you get him below 20%, you will lose all the bonus HP. So it's a team, again, that you have to plan it out. And normally against Blackbeard, and the general strategy is you want to whittle him down right above 50%. You take hits, he doesn't deal that much, and then you heal back up with food orbs. Consistently. You can even use 1 guard to get food orb, you can save it, and you just keep sort of grinding him down right about like the 55, 50, right above 50% mark. And then when you're ready to go, you just start bursting him down. And if you want, you could even take a couple turns to try to get him above 20%, which is where he really deals a lot of damage, and then burst him down there. It's really up to you, but that's just something that you have to keep in mind. You have to keep in mind what kind of orbs you're at, how much HP you're at, how many hits can you take, so on and so forth. Now, again, this is a team that I primarily recommend for 30 stamina. I've heard you can do 40 stamina with it, but I don't know how tough it is. That's why I just recommend using this product for 30. If you can do 40 with it, then that's fine. The other team that there's another team that I don't have, because I don't have Whitebeard on this Japan account. So Whitebeard is going to be one that's probably going to be pretty good, especially if you have a special max, because you have Whitebeard Mihawk. That cuts down a lot. It cuts down a lot, 30% 3 times. I'm not exactly sure where that leaves you off at, but it's going to be a really nice strategy to use, and you get to just pick 2 strong blue characters, maybe like Jinbei, who can give himself a blue orb, for instance, just people like that, and just you pretty much burst them down pretty easily. But that's only really if you have like a Whitebeard with a lot of skill ups. Now, here's a cool team also with this one. So this is the Psi Burst team. You can also try this Jozu team, and it's and you can use either Jozu or Ace Captain. If you use Jozu Captain, I mean you're playing for the long game. It's going to take a lot longer, but again, you're trying to whittle him down right above the 50% mark, and then at that point you've probably taken about half of your health anyways. So then at that point you'll get silenced, and then you can go ahead and take out the rest of his health. Just go slowly, and then when you're ready, use Thatch to get some blue orbs. Use Jinbei to get himself an orb. Brook is one. He'll be introduced, I think, tonight or tomorrow. So you can try to farm him and get him maxed if you want to. He'll heal you back up. It's just like a nice heal. Kaku, he has orb boost, so that's always nice. You could even if you have Hina, which a lot of you guys should have, you'd probably just put Hina here, and then go Kaku and Hina, and then get make sure you have orb. When you have good orbs, you can even use Jinbei there, and that will allow you to attack for a lot of damage, and then save those orbs for the next whenever you attack next. So you have a lot of possibilities. It really depends on the level of your characters. This can do 30 stamina pretty easily. But the problem is, if your characters are not high enough, then doing 40 stamina is going to be tough. You can always replace this with a. You can always replace this with an ace to do more damage, and that's fine as well. And again, but instead of playing for the long game, you're going to want to try to get him down as fast as possible, so you don't take that many hits. So again, those are two strategies that would probably work to try to get your strongest blue units out there on global, and then. This is, let me see here. Yeah, sorry, this is another cool team that I was working on that introduces a couple of characters like Koza and the Zoro, who were not at the time on Japan when Blackbeard first came out. But this is a slasher, this is a slasher, Brook is a slasher, and Thatch is a slasher. So, this could theoretically work, I think, if you use like Ace and probably Jozu. To burst him down, because Koza will boost slashers by 1.5, and you have like Thatch to get you blue orbs. You can even put a Kaku in there over Brook, but the problem is that Kaku's not a slasher. So this is one that I think might work in some ways, but I don't know. It depends. And again, all my guys are max level, so I don't expect you guys to have it. So I would probably just stick with like a traditional team, to be honest. Something like this or something like that, and as long as you remember how Blackbeard works and his mechanics, this is one of those bosses where it really depends on your judgment, like knowing how much HP you're at, knowing how much how much health Blackbeard's at. It's up to you to decide really what you're gonna do. So hopefully this guide helps you a little bit to choose a team. Really, like I said, this is really tough. This is a really tough raid boss to do. And I really do believe the reason they're doing it ahead of Doflamingo is because they're about to probably introduce sockets at the rate they're going. The new update will probably be out in a month or so, and then by the time sockets are introduced, Blackbeard becomes really easy, because once you have silent sockets, then you don't even have to worry about the gloom. So let me know what you guys think down below. Again, these are just some cool teams that you guys can use, but again, feel free to try your own teams. And the problem again is that just Global doesn't really have that many good blue units at the moment, so it's really going to depend on the level of how many of your blue units you've leveled up to max, and hopefully you have a good amount of them. So with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, peace.